Hello, brothers and sisters, ex-family, ex-brothers. Yes, I miss you all. How you keeping? It's that time of the month. I've kept you waiting for it, but I've been asked, so I'm going to do it. It's time for hate mail. Mean tweets. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So, say hello, Cinnamon. Cinnamon, move in. This is Cinnamon. Yes, get his nose scratch. Mwah. Right, now, Cinnamon, go away. Oh, that's where you go. Right. Starting. It's not going to work well, is it? Okay, so here we go. Starting with Paul Daniels. I loved you when you were a magician, Paul Daniels, but I think the greatest magic trick you ever performed was getting Debbie McGee to marry you. If you're American, that makes no sense. He was a British, what do you call it, illusionist, a magician, and he married a hot woman despite the fact he was 5 foot tall. Paul Daniels says, the Great Apostate, please read the following verse and meditate. Do you find yourself in this verse? And then he goes, so then, Jehovah knows how to rescue people of godly devotion out of trial, but to reserve unrighteous people to be destroyed on the day of judgment. Especially those who seek to defile the flesh of others and who despise authority, daring and self-willed. They are not afraid to speak abusively of glorious ones, whereas angels, although they are greater in strength and power, do not bring against them an accusation in abusive terms. I have respect for Jehovah. But these men, like unreasoning animals... My dog's walking away. He's going, what the fuck's up with him? That act on instinct and are born to be caught and destroyed. Speak abusively of things of which they are ignorant. They be getting it twisted. They will suffer destruction brought on by their own destructive course. Suffering harm as their reward for their own harmful course. So, it's another one of those, I loathe these types of JW interactions. They don't talk to you, right? All they do is quote some nonsense, right? They either quote the Bible, which I barely tolerate these days, or even worse, they quote the Watchtower and some little section out of it. There's some guy with Insignario or something on all the channels, and that's all he does, post some bullshit quote from jw.org, and you just want to print it out, roll it up, and shove it up his ass. Anyway, Paul Daniels quoted those verses, not verse, you pillock, and I decided to reply. So I wrote, Paul, you quite honestly ruin your own argument with sloppy stuff like this. One, there are verses here, not a verse, as you said. 2, who are the glorious ones? 3, you don't know me, but if you did, you would not accuse me of despising authority. I loathe having authority over people. Horrible. I was the worst prison officer in history. 4, daring and self-willed, like Charles Taze Russell perhaps. 5, I know more about your cult than you do, and my destructive course includes me running a thriving business and raising 2 wonderful kids, one of whom is top in his class and the other was recently at the premiere of her first movie in LA. That's right, Man's Chinese Theatre. She was there. I wish I was. My wife went and she was all like, oh yeah, probably best if I go, Neil. And then I found out that after she'd gone, she'd been 2 times before. I've never been, but she's been 3 times to LA now. I'm spitting, I'm so angry. Anyway, you are trapped in a cult and desperate to prove it right. Look up the principle of sunk cost and get back to me. If you don't know what sunk cost is the idea that if you're an investor and you put in, £1,000 to something and that's not a lot of money to you, and you're like, damn, the stock's going down, I better sell it and lose some of my money. You're like, okay, well, I lost some money. But if you put in £100,000 and that's a ton of money to you, it's almost self-perpetuating your will to want it to get better. And so you watch your investment drop. It applies to the Jehovah's Witnesses in the following way. If you spend 1 year in a cult and go, holy crap, that was a cult, thank God I'm out, you're quicker and easier to leave it. But if you've spent 50 years, you're going, my life's a waste. Why, what else? No, I can't accept this is wrong. Anyway, that was Paul Daniels. Now, moving right on to Dickhead, who shared this with me. Hello, you said in your video, and I quote, if you can find a lie, I will delete the video, right? Has he got me? Has he got me, people? Oh, where is it? I found the lie. In your Reading Mean Tweets video, you said that Jehovah was like the nightclub owner and that you had to get through his security, i.e. Elders GB, and that you had to pay them a lot of money. That's a blatant lie and you know it. You don't have to pay them any money. They are just grateful to accept donations. Yeah, shit, they are, aren't they? You give me donations! Okay, you are a bitter apostate and are purposely bending the truth to your own will. And no, I'm not supposed to engage with apostates and stuff, but I can't sit back and watch Jehovah's name taken in vain while you and Satan laugh together. Whoa! How do you think Satan sounds? When I was a kid, I always imagined Satan actually looked like a transgender woman. You know, like with all the makeup, dressed up like a transvestite. Yeah, like the guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show, but like musclier and taller. That was my image of Satan, like a big tranny. Did I divulge too much there? Anyway, if you want to criticize the GB, that's fine, but don't spew hateful and nonsensical nonsense about the supreme being and creator of our cosmos. It's unproductive. I expect the video to be taken down immediately. Thank you for your consideration. I will pray for you. Signed, Dickhead. So I write, okay, I did not say that you have to pay anything, Dickhead. I said you have to put in quite a lot of money to get into the Velvet Rope Club. Do you deny that JWs are under constant and massive pressure to give freely? Why even children are now urged to forsake ice cream money and give it to your thieving, Rolex-wearing rulers formerly of Brooklyn. Now who knows where they are. Nice try, but we both know how much money and time and talent is paid in to the cult by ordinary members and sisters like you and me. So, no, you don't get the video down, dickhead. Try again, numbskull. But I love you, because I know in there is an apostate waiting to get out. Come and join us. Moving on. Oh yeah, by the way, I never said I have never met Satan. He's not real and you're being lied to. Just think about that for 1 second before you get angry. You, dickhead, are being lied to. It really upset me too, but in time I am way happier. Okay, I'm not saying it's easy. It is not. We all know it. Those of us who've left, there was moments in my life after I left the Witnesses, not long after, when I was suicidal. I was so upset about it. But here I am. Here I am doing good things. Okay? Keith Caldwell says, these people make me sick. Never have any solutions. They just keep complaining about the perceptive flaws of Jehovah's Witness as if they have an alternative or some other direction for people to go in order to gain life. If I disagreed with someone, I would find out first why they believe what they believe and offer a solution, not jump to conclusions and just complain about what I don't particularly agree with. I am currently disfellowshipped. I love you people. I love you. I am disfellowshipped but working my way towards reinstatement. Keith, don't do it, son. I was disfellowshipped due to my own actions. I never once blamed Jehovah or his witnesses for the bad choices I made in life. The Bible has standards, and if we go beyond those standards set forth in the Bible, we need to be disciplined. Do you need to be disciplined? Do you, Keith? Do you need to be disciplined? Just like any parent would do to an unrepentant child that chooses not to adhere to rules set forth by the parents in the household. Oh my God, you brainwashed lunatic, Keith. First of all, I was never disfellowshipped, okay? Although I probably could have been, most like all witnesses, I was never disfellowshipped. I was right on the track right until I realized it was bullshit and quit, okay? And I disassociated myself. That's not a problem. If you were disassociated or disfellowshipped, it doesn't make any difference. We're all out, and those of us who are out are lucky. You're out too, Keith. Stay out. Ian Sanchez says, I like that, this is a good one. I'm sorry you feel this way. Don't dare try to talk about my religion ever like that. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be shouting at you too. Even though he's trying to discipline me. Even though JWs can't do what the world does, doesn't mean you should judge any religion ever. Really? Really can't judge Satanists? Can't judge Scientologists or Mormons or Moonies? Come buy my flower at the airport. I don't think so, okay? Where were we? Oh yes, hang on. Beliefs are beliefs, although you should have the least respect coming from a former JW. Although I see that you feel a certain way and I can't change your mind, but at least have the decent respect. I don't even know what to say to you. On a larger point, should we respect religion? One of the things I dislike most about organized religion in general is the way that they come at you. Like the guy at the first one, which is like, I want you to read the following verse. Like they have all the answers. Like you're listening to fucking Deepak Chopra, and then you listen to them and you think, you're air. You're full of air. There's nothing. If you were full of air, it would be something. You are a vacuum, a spiritual and moral vacuum, trying to sell yourself as nonsense. No, I'm not up for it at all, son. Green Italian 1230 or 123 says, I am one. You are a bitch. So get a life. Okay, Green Italian. I will get a life. The life that I had when I was a Jehovah's Witness was so shit. It was so shitty. And this is the thing, Jehovah's Witnesses, guys, you Green Italian, right? 66% of all people who become Jehovah's Witnesses stop being Jehovah's Witnesses. That's going to tell you something about it. You have a 66% chance of sitting where I am at some point in your life going, whoa, what a waste. I had a really bad life back then. Look into your religion now, mate. Okay, I think we're coming to the end of our messages. Only a few. I've got a few. They're good fun. Sheena Last says, this is some ridiculous crap. I used to wear shorts and t-shirts to service. No one ever said anything about it. They were knee-length jean shorts, but shorts nonetheless. I'm surprised they allow you to live in houses. Seems kind of worldly to me. You know they have running water and electricity. So Sheena is getting at a video I made where I mocked the Jehovah's Witnesses fastidiousness on silly rules, like women having to wear skirts on the ministry. One woman I think had pointed out in the comment section there that she had to wear. She got in trouble because she wore like long johns underneath her skirt, and apparently that was pants. You slut! You mad imitator! Anyway, so Sheena here says she used to wear shorts on the ministry. Where did you do the service, love? Where was your territory? The sun. Were you walking on the face of the sun? Comments below any sisters or former sisters who were allowed to wear shorts. Good God, I never saw that. You must have had the most open congregation in the world. Carl White says, what you know about JW? Stupidity, people! Sorry, Carl. I will speak slowly for you. Oh, my Lord. Ron C. Trump says, Trump, you're getting everywhere in my videos. Drain the swamp. Says one more, that's what I do for Jehovah's Witnesses, I drain the swamp. One more apostate in the Satan's world as written in the Bible. What's the problem, Ron? There's so many interpretations of the Bible, and your religion doesn't even have one that's steady. It doesn't have one that sticks. It's absolute bullshit. Keith Caldwell, no thank you. I never ever felt controlled. I voluntarily choose to serve Jehovah. You people love to complain about things you don't agree with, but never have any solutions. Am I supposed to follow your way, or is there some other religion that teaches the truth? Instead of murmuring all the time, how about you show from the Bible what road leads to life? Well, Keith's usually full of nonsense when he posts, but this is actually a good point. And it goes to the heart of one of the reasons why lots of people stay Jehovah's Witnesses for far too long. I'll wind this up because I'm taking too long. But back when I was a JW, I probably spent the last 4 years of my time asking that question. I know many of you did too, which was, where else will you go? Okay? And this is the thing with Keith. Keith's at that stage too. Keith, well done. You've only got a few more years before you're out, son. And yes, we voluntarily choose to serve Jehovah because we were told that. We don't understand that we're in a cult and our minds are controlled. But where else do you come? What area leads to the truth? Well, this is the problem, is you're not jumping out of Jehovah's Witnesses and into some completely pure and awesome religion that has all the truth. You're jumping into the murky world of mankind. I mean, if nothing else showed that, the recent Facebook debacles of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses over the American elections showed that. It's some of us are on one side, some of us are on the other. Well, what's the right? I'm over here on the right, and you might be over here on the left. But we used to be brothers and sisters who all thought in lockstep. You know, it's not a bad thing, Keith, that people don't agree with each other. It's not a bad thing that there is lots of different interpretations. It's okay to be unsure and to doubt, and you just have to get used to that, unfortunately. In no other way in the world or other system do we automatically think that there has to be just the one solution. And in fact, I think now that I'm thinking on it, it's just jumping into my head, that if you're in any kind of mindset where you think that one solution, that your system is the only answer, and I say that from looking at sort of the liberal system of politics sometimes, and people who are on the far right, you know, the crazy free marketeers versus the crazy state controllers, and you listen to them and you just think to themselves, they always try to prioritize their answer as if it's the only possible way to do it. And then when they fuck up, they say, oh, we need more of what I just did. Both sides. So I think you know that you're starting to be in a mental cult when you start to think that there's only one way to truth or one way to salvation. Keith, you're nearly with us, son. Going to end this video now. Thank you for watching The Great Apostate. Long video for me. Hardly like Cedars. He's like an hour and a half, but it's not my style. Guys, thank you very much for watching The Great Apostate. Like and subscribe if you like and subscribe. I'm really enjoying making these videos. I have a bit of a resurgence lately, so stay tuned for more to come. Bye-bye.